In a sleepy town of Danville, there was a couple that everyone admired, Jake and Samantha. They were the epitome of a perfect couple, always holding hands, laughing together and looking deeply into each other's eyes. But what most people didn't know was that Jake and Samantha had an unconventional arrangement. They were in an open marriage. It was a secret that kept from everyone in their small town, afraid of being judged or ostracized. For Jake and Samantha, their open marriage was a way to explore their sexuality and connect with others on a deeper level. It wasn't about cheating or betrayal, but rather about trust, communication, and mutual respect. One day, Samantha met someone at her yoga class, a man named David, who exuded charm and confidence. They quickly hit off, bonding over their shared love for meditation and hiking. Samantha felt a spark with David that she hadn't felt in years, and she found herself drawn to him in a way that both excited and scared her. As Samantha's feelings for David grew stronger, she knew she had to tell Jake about him. She sat him down one evening after dinner and nervously broached the subject.
Jake, I have something to tell you.
Samantha began, her heart racing.
I have met someone. His name is David, and I feel a connection with him that I cannot ignore.
Jake looked at her in surprise, his brow furrowed in confusion.
Samantha, are you saying you want to be with him?
Samantha shook her head quickly, her eyes pleading with Jake to understand.
No, it's not like that. I just feel something for him, and I don't want to hide it from you. I want us to be open and honest with each other, no matter what.
Jake took a deep breath, processing Samantha's word. He could see the sincerity in her eyes, the vulnerability that she was showing him. And in that moment, he knew that he had to make a choice, to either hold on tightly to Samantha or to let her explore the new connection with David. After a long silence, Jake spoke softly, saying,
I love you more than anything in this world, and if being open and honest with each other means that you get to explore this with David, then I want you to know that I trust you, Samantha, and I trust us.
Tears welled up in Samantha's eyes as she threw her arms around Jake, holding him tightly, and in that moment they both felt a sense of freedom and love that they had never experienced before. As Samantha continued to see David, she and Jake grew even closer, their bond deepening with each passing day. They talked about their experiences, their fears, their desires, and they found solace in each other's arms. But as Samantha's relationship with David progressed, she began to feel torn between two men in her life. She loved Jake deeply, but she also felt a strong connection with David that she couldn't deny. One day, Samantha found herself standing at a crossroad, unsure of which path to take. She knew that she couldn't continue to see both Jake and David, that she had to make a choice. With a heavy heart, Samantha sat down with Jake and David, her hands shaking with emotions. She looked into their eyes, tears streaming down her face, and she spoke from the depth of her soul.
I love you both.
Samantha began, her voice trembling.
But I can't continue like this. I have to choose, and I choose to honor my marriage no matter how hard it may be.
At that moment, David walked away, leaving Samantha and Jake all by themselves. They both apologized to each other, and as they talked, they realized that their fears and insecurities were rooted deep in the fear of losing each other. They realized that they had been so consumed by the idea of exploring other relationships that they had forgotten to nurture the most important relationship of all, their marriage. With a renewed sense of purpose, Samantha and Jake decided to close their marriage. They agreed to only focus on each other, to recommit to their love and rebuild the trust that had been shattered. They promised to be more honest and transparent with each other, to communicate openly and fearlessly. The end. If you've enjoyed this story this far, please do not leave without giving it a like, subscribe and share. Please consider leaving a comment in the comment section telling me whether you enjoyed the story and telling me whatever city or country you're watching me from for me to give you a shout out on the next episode of Wonder Tales by Julian.